And we're back here once again with another episode of the Cloud9 Podcast, Season 17, Episode 7. So I hope you guys had a great day, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week that is ahead of you. And in this episode of the Cloud9 Podcast, we are going to be talking about First Stand 2026, and it has begun. The first international tournament for LoL Esports has begun, and it's pretty much already outright seen by everybody that GenG is pretty much the best team in the world, as they have been completely shit stomping people ever since the beginning of the LCK 2026 Cup, actually. And we will also be talking about, the other series at First Stand 2026. GenG destroy Lyon, and Loud get blasted by JDG. We're also going to be covering the NBA 2025-2026 season, as well as covering some, I guess you could say, trading card game news, actually. I think there's a little bit of that out there. A lot of people are talking about, how much money is it going to be for the singles for the full art extended cards coming out very, very soon. Because if you guys don't actually know, Yu-Gi-Oh had never actually had like full art cards, actually, and they'd actually revealed those some months ago, and we're supposed to be getting those here in the TCG very, very soon. And a lot of people are kind of wondering how much money are those actually going to cost. But as you guys know, with Yu-Gi-Oh, a lot of people tend to become legit insane. There was this guy on Twitter, he was just like instantly bashing Yu-Gi-Oh, and then got bashed back and was like, man, well, the community's not super welcoming. And it's like, all right, dude, there's that old saying where it was like, you give what you get kind of thing, But joining me here in this episode of the Cloud9 Podcast, talk about LoL esports and sports and trading card games and how much women suck ass and potentially Power Rangers, is Mr. Blanks. How you doing, man? What's up, dude?
Shit's crazy, man.
It's been a minute since we talked, dude. Holy shit. I lost my gaming PC.
Lee's still been trash. I was like, God damn, this is just fucking
maybe
trash.
Maybe it's the meta. I don't know, man. Or maybe it's just Fearless Draft. Fearless Draft really didn't change all that much about how people see League, though. Like, it's pretty much like the same comps you'd see, except like there's a few more other picks people go for now. Like maybe now they pick like Syndra, or maybe now they pick like, well, don't be loud and pick Vex. Actually, I want to make sure I start this show off with calling people fucking retards, which is what I always do, because you guys are fucking retarded. Every fucking year, I have to hear about MSK, the West is getting better, like GenG almost lost to FlyQuest. You know what's crazy? Is that Western fans are so desperate for wins, they have to brag about series that they don't win. That I'm not kidding. People have to legitimately brag about series that they almost won, which doesn't count in the win column anyway, right? And looking at it right now, the LCS is just being held up by Inspired, if we're being just completely honest here. Like, legit, if Inspired wasn't on Lyon and they still made it with, like, I don't know, contracts or Blabber or any other insert jungler in the LCS, guys, they probably would have been knocked out as fast as Loud, actually. You know what's crazy is the only reason why they're not actually gone right now is because they actually faced up against Loud and actually beat Loud in a 5-game series, actually, and now they're going to end up facing JDG later tomorrow morning, and whoever wins that is going to get through, obviously, because you have top 4 teams that will end up making it, double elimination bracket from essentially like the play-in stage of that tournament. So, but I will say this though, First Stand 2026 is a lot better than last year's First Stand. Last year's First Stand was terrible. Last year's First Stand was just so much jank. Like, you can tell Riot doesn't know how to run tournaments when they first start a new iteration of a tournament, right? This is a tournament where you had 5 teams and tiebreakers almost essentially didn't even matter. It's like, oh my fucking God. They just threw that shit together like last minute and just said, fuck it. Like, Hanwha Life last year pretty much was like, can anybody beat Hanwha Life? Not really. We have top esports. That's not top esports. That is some, what's what I call it, bottom esports. They're bottom. That's bottom esports. I don't know what the fuck that was. That sure wasn't top esports. But to be fair, you could also argue it's the same thing this year too. Like GenG comes, they kind of just been mopping the floor with everybody. Like the biggest problem with GenG that I had with them last year was I told people, and the same thing that you said about Canyon. Remember that Canyon series he had against Anyone's Legend at EWC where he was playing really bad? Like a big problem with GenG is like Canyon has been pretty like up and down in a lot of his series with GenG. And the only thing I really criticized GenG for was like, okay, you might need a new head coach, and they got Ryu, and it looks like it's looking better with Ryu. But like, let's be honest here. If me and you were given them as if we were coaches and we got GenG's roster, it's like, how much coaching would I need to do with that kind of roster? Like, wouldn't they be just playing, you know? Like, people can say Ryu's doing a good job, but like, these GenG players were winning with that Coach Kim guy like just a few years ago and last year too. So I don't know how much it's Ryu versus just like you pretty much just have like all the best players at their position actually. So then you have what I did like about this tournament so far is like they allowed the fans to kind of be in the analyst desk and post-game interviews. That was pretty cool for a little bit. That was a nice touch actually. What was really weird, you had some of these rapping Portuguese Brazilians doing like actual analyzation on the games. I was like, oh my God, ay Diosito cane. So, it's been fine so far, but I think the reason why the tournament kind of feels like it's boring is because people are finally starting to realize the West is bad, guys. The West sucks. We've been saying this for years. You've been watching since 2022, and now it's 2026. So it's about almost 4.5 years, almost 4 years, right?
About 3.5 years.
You started with LCS 2022 summer split. Yeah, about almost 4 years. So in that 4 year time, you've been watching a lot less than me. I mean, the gap, right? We want a lot less time. Yeah. Has the West been getting any better to you the last 4 years? Anything better? Anything really shaping up differently?
They've gotten better. The issue is the LCK has gotten better. LPL. I felt like the LPL just stayed the same. It's weird. LPL
stagnant.
Yeah, the LPL hasn't got worse. They just plateaued. LCK is like this. T1's here. They do their shenanigans and then they get to Worlds. JDG's here. They're finally looking like the well-oiled machine they're supposed to be. And then you got the random LCK team that's like, oh shit, okay, this is the key team of this year. The fourth team that's going to disrupt the top 5, top 6 of LCK.
Which isn't bad. I always think that's fine. I always think that's fine that another team can kind of come up and actually be pretty good. I will say I don't know if I really fully believe in BNK Fear X. It's weird because I think they just have Diable. I think that's Diable and their jungler, Raptor, I think are very, very good. I think Diable is very good.
It's just Diable. Raptor has been playing well because of a good meta, but nah, it's just Diable. It's Diable and Kellen. It's just them two.
Kellen, what's crazy? I can't believe Kellen is doing pretty good. But keep in mind, I want you guys to understand, like with bot lane, it really just depends on how good your ADC or support is. But I do think people are finally starting to waking up and going like, wait a minute, this is boring. It's not that it's boring for watching the games. It's boring just seeing someone get stomped repeatedly and then Riot doing nothing about it. Guys, I'm not shitting you. This is Riot's mentality. Riot's going, well, GenG's first seed and Lyon's the first seed. So that must mean just because they're first seeds, they're on equal level of strength. That's not how League is.
Nope.
This is I don't know how to more verbally explain it to people. They're not the same just because they're seated in that order, right? Lyon actually is a very weak first seed in my opinion. Their only real actual player they have is Inspired. If he is not having any sort of a good game on how to control the pace of the game, it's just not going to be good for them. Like, it's just been that way for them for like the entirety of this winter to almost, spring split actually. GenG, as you guys have seen, have only lost 2 individual games in best of series. Not series, they've only lost 2 individual games. Lyon actually had to go to the lower bracket 4 series straight to even make it to first stand. Then they beat Cloud9 in the finals, and obviously Cloud9 completely just mentally collapsed because, you know, they have a blabber and an pussy ass in the mid lane. Because that's what Cloud9's plan was. Hey, let's not go out and look for mid laners. Let's just go and get pussy ass. All right. And let's just keep Sven and Vulcan for like the next... Might as well just have Sven and Vulcan for the next 5 years. Like, why change up your team? Just keep Sven and Vulcan and just keep getting ass booty blasted by people. But yeah, it's just one of these things where the Riot effectively needs to like seed the teams better. Like, remember how you were first watching Worlds and you were like, why is RNG competing with these play-in teams? Guys, they had LCK and LPL teams as 4 seeds in the play-in stage. Remember when the play-in stage you had to win like 3 straight and you're into the group stage? Or like if you had like lost a few games and you were like in best of 5s. Why was RNG or DRX in the play-in stage? Why was T1 in the play-in stage last year against IG? Why was IG in the play-in stage? Why do they not make tournaments good? What is up with this company? How in the world is BLG and G2 on the same level? How? Do people know how G2 won the split? It was pretty jank, actually. It was very much cinema. They're not the same. And people ask me, how do you fix that? The only way you can really ever fix it where it looks somewhat even, they can't play against each other. What you have to do really is you would essentially have to do it kind of like, actually like the way the NBA and the NFL do it. You have to have different conferences and you have them all play in their relative conferences and then they meet. So like you would do it kind of like the NBA does. You have East, West, those guys all play each other on their side. My side plays each other on my side. Then the last 2 standing play in the finals. That's the best way you can do it. Because we know at this point, these guys suck ass and it's not changing. Dude, we're going to be... Aren't you like 35? How old are you actually?
I'm 34.
You're 34.
34.
Well, I guess do you think when you're 44, these guys are actually going to get better and start beating these guys? In 10 years.
It might, but it's
what do you mean,
be
might?
too late.
You said that as if like, if you had a gun to your head, you wouldn't be saying that. Oh my God. Good Lord. Like, I don't like the only way to seed them is if like you had CBLOL, NA, EU, I'm even going to say it, LCP. They all play each other on one side of a tournament. Then the LCK or LPL representatives play each other on one side of the tournament. Then you just do a bracket of those, and whoever meets at the finals just meets at the finals, guys. Because we're just getting to a point where Riot's not even trying to seed them properly, and we're just seeing the massive gap between them. People gotta understand, even if Lyon had faced FearX, they would lose. They would lose to FearX. Guys, they would just get murdered by them. Like, despite Vikla completely running it down in that BLG series, what's crazy is FearX could have won that series, actually. If Vikla just wasn't so fat and retarded, they actually could have just straight up won. Like, we're getting to a point where it's like, how do I have faith the West team can actually beat one of these guys when they just get shit stomped this hard? Guys, those games weren't close. Did you see the GenG Lyon series? They got fisted hard. It wasn't close. None of that was close. What part of that in people's brains went, man, the West must be catching up. Hey, dude, I think the West is going to overtake the East in some years. Hey, dude, I would love to see my wife get banged by 4 black guys as I sit there in my cook chair. What's wrong with you people? What is wrong with some of you West fans? Hey, dude, if we get 5 more years, we're going to actually beat them. Really? Really? And if I get 5 more years, I might actually have sex with Sydney Sweeney. Like, but I guess we're just making up shit. I guess we just make up shit, actually, you know? But what do you think, man, about the GenG Lyon series? Because we're going to have, I'm going to bring up here in just a moment, but just like, yeah, guys, do you know what's crazy? That series you just saw against GenG and Lyon, that's what their scrims look like. That is exactly what their scrims look like, and they would have FF'd those scrims at 5 minutes if they could. Do you think they're playing that shit out in scrims? No, they're not. They get shit stomped like that in scrims all the time, and then on stage they can't forfeit because Riot made a rule. You can't forfeit on stage because it's anti-competitive. That's a rule, actually. You can't forfeit on stage. Blabber said one time Faker disrespected them so hard because he didn't think they were good. This is a true story he said. They were in Worlds 2022. They were boot camping before the tournament. They were just screaming T1. For some reason, T1 was just doing charity work. I don't know, maybe that's their charity for the year. It's just beating up on Western teams to make themselves feel better, which, I would do it too. You know what Blabber said, guys? Blabber said Faker picked Nidalee mid, something he would never do, and you would never do that. You would never do it against anyone. He was not picking Nidalee mid against Chovy or Zeka. You're not doing that.
Hey man, we see Faker choose Silas mid against Oriana,
which is not a good matchup. You can't do that.
And then he damn near perfect gamed him against the Menace. It's like
remember when Blabber wanted? Remember when Blabber wanted his counter pick? He wanted to counter pick Belveth with Jarvan, which is a counter pick, but you're not good enough to do that though. Keep in mind, Blabber said he picked Nidalee mid or Sion mid. Keep in mind, guys, he would never do this. This would never happen in a pro game. Went straight bot, sat there, waiting for the minions to spawn, so he sacked his own wave. He helped it'd be Gumayusi and Carry at the time. He killed them 2v2. You know what Blabber said after that? He did it again. Can't. He would never do that. You do that in a pro game at his level, the LCK, you would just straight up FF the game because you would be down like 4 waves. You'd be down so much XP. He said he went down the bot lane, camped them, and beat the shit out of them. And then they just FF the scrim. Those games you just saw on stage today, GenG versus Lyon and Loud versus JDG, that is what their scrims look like. They get blasted like that. And then people ask, like, well, why are they so demoralized? Imagine getting scrims are best of 5s, right? So imagine playing up against BLG, JDG, GenG, and Fearex, and then your ass goes 0-3. So you 3, 6, 9, 12. You go 0-12 drop. Do you think mentally you would go on stage and be prepared for that team? No, because practice proves you're not good enough. The only thing you can cope in your brain and say is, well, they have to believe they can win if they're pros. I agree. You probably should believe you can win. But the practice proves you can't. You just kind of have to hope maybe, I don't know, Chovy gets his ass eaten by a random Korean ching chong bong bing bong, and then he's just not mentally there that day. That's the only thing you can hope. You hope that they just have a bad day. Which that's all you can do.
That might have to do the opposite. That might have got shit. That might have shit. Man. Toby might have post nut clarity, and then imagine Toby post nut clarity, and then GenG out here 3-0. Imagine GenG just 2-0s, just perfect games. Everybody, it's like the world round 1. It's GenG versus was it? It'd be GenG versus whatever LEC team. It'd be GenG versus
Remember GenG versus Fnatic? How they hyped it up on the broadcast? Chovy's the best mid laner in the world versus the best laning mid laner in Europe.
Yeah,
which is humanoid.
I was like, bullshit.
The disrespect. The disrespect.
Let's see how Kane does against Razork. I was like, yeah. The funniest one. Ruler versus who's the fucking guy name? Who's the
Was it last year or this year?
It was last year. It was Ruler versus
Ruler versus Noah. Holy shit.
That one. No, it was Ruler versus Upset.
Oh, the biggest one I saw was when we were watching MSI on Rumble because Riot struck me because I don't know, was watching the games because fuck their company. Skewmon versus Canyon. Canyon just beat the shit out of that guy. That was so. What's crazy was Canyon wasn't even good last year. He was playing really bad last year, actually.
He was throwing games left and right. It didn't even matter.
Squishiest Sejuani I ever saw. Man had Fimbulwinter, Warmogs, the Heartsteel, had all the health items, and looked like he was just getting shredded like some fucking meat on a conveyor belt. I was like, bruh. Like, I'm sorry, guys. You were tricked into believing that the West had hope because of how janky Worlds' format is or how janky MSI's format used to be. They don't have a chance. The only way you can have a chance is if you just play really good on that day. You play really good on that day like FlyQuest did, and even still then you didn't win. Keep in mind, FlyQuest played their best League of Legends ever, and they still didn't win. Actually, games in that series, every game they lost, they got curb stomped. Like, there is no hope. Like, I'm sorry. Like, at a certain point, you just go, Riot just has to format the tournament. So essentially, this is what it would look like. Group A would be CB LOL, LCP, NA, and EU. This side would just be LCK and LPL. Whoever wins, and then the last team standing would just be here, and the last team standing out of their group would just be right here. That's the best way you can do it. But people say,
G2 versus GenG, and it'd just be a 3-0. Like,
yeah, but I put a but there because I know people are going to say that. But you would get G2 facing off against the Western teams, which is what a lot of the Western fans want. Because we know they're not going to win against GenG. But what's the alternative? GenG just why? Come on, GenG fights these guys.
He out here looking better now. I was like, oh shit, these motherfuckers got Viper. Oh fuck, man. I was like, okay, yeah. Round two was nothing but 3-0 fucking stomps. Like loser bracket 3-0 stomp. Qualification round 2 3-0 stomp.
Dude, the games today were over at 11 o'clock. They were over at 11.
I was at work and I was like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Emily was the only rational one said, I don't think the Lions gonna take a game against GenG. I don't think they're good enough. There's like, oh, you hate America. And then Lyon, the closest game Lyon had was game 2. And then they threw that shit away. Aspire got called out. Fucking Saint got called out. Berserker. Oh, this nigga Berserker was perma running game 2. This motherfucker got.
No. You have to bring up game. We have to bring up game 3. Game 3, they tried diving, and then he eased on Lucian and forward in front of Ruler and kills himself. I'm like, what are you doing?
He takes out Ruler, and then he goes into the fucking bus. It's him and his support kill. I'm like, this nigga just 1v1 Ruler kills him and then gives and then gives him his support kill. And then
I don't know who lost harder. I don't know who lost harder, Loud or Lyon. I don't know who lost harder. Loud just got absolutely fist stomped into the dirt.
Loud because Lyon put up a fight. Lyon put up a fight game 2. They were fighting game 3. They were just bullshit. They were just doing too much mistakes. Loud was just. They was just getting pounded out. It was just straight dick to ass.
All right, so I'm gonna have you show the games here in just a moment. So to quickly recap the tournament for you guys, we started off round 1 with BLG versus FearX. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm not saying I actually predicted BLG to win. I said 3-2 because FearX is such a weird team. They're either the most. Their team is just like a wild card. They're either gonna play the best Korean League of Legends or they're gonna play the worst Korean League of Legends. I think if they didn't have Vikla and they had someone like Loki or, I don't know, insert any other Korean mid laner, they probably would have beat BLG. Vikla is horrible. Vikla is bad. Like, he's actually terrible bad. But doesn't matter when you have, like, the best ADC in the world, which is Diable. So they do manage to, lose. So BLG win, and then G2 plays Team Secret Wales. And LOL Esports' Twitter account was like, G2 cleanly sweeps TSW. What? Clean? That was a clean series?
Nah, that was clean. TSW never had a chance.
No. Yeah. Oh, God. So then TSW, BFX, go to
that might be the only win G2 gets. I'm not going to lie. That might be the only win G2 gets.
Oh, God. Yep, because we have the qualification match today. It's going to be G2.
I'm going to tell you right now, G2 has a better chance to win. I think G2 can win a game or 2. I don't think they're winning a series. I think they can win a game or 2.
I think against this team, there's a chance it could go to 5 games if they have a really good series. But the very minimum, in my opinion, it either goes 5 games or they're getting swept.
Yeah, I would tell you right now, it comes down to the bot lane. If that bot lane is hot garbage, you got to replace both of them. LeBron, we already know he got to go. He got to go. But I'm telling you right now, Hassan, this might be his last year. He looking washed. I don't know.
It's that Sven thing that G2 and for some reason G2, Cloud9, and Fnatic just want to keep like the same people over and over and over again, and then get surprised when that same person is We already seen these guys ceiling though. Why does Cloud9 still have Sven? We've seen the ceiling, and I love that guy. He used to be very, 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 very good, but he's not that good anymore.
Why is Vulcan still there? That's the question.
That's true. Yeah. And then you have BLG faces G2, 3O's G2. They just it's so bad. Holy shit.
G2 had some like early lead
moments. Yeah.
And then I don't know what the fuck happened. Like their G2's bot lane is hot garbage. I'm saying Caps look bad too. But
he's the only player they have. Like it's the same thing with Lyon. If Caps isn't having a good series, they just really can't win. Like it's that bad at this point. Or if Skewmond kind of really isn't ahead, because Skewmond, I've seen him play from behind, but like you can only get so far behind against teams like that, and they're just gonna just run you over. Like their bot lane just isn't that good against these more Eastern bot lanes. Broken Blade, that's Broken Brain. Nope, just call him Broken Brain at this point.
Holy shit.
You know it's crazy when the best player on the team is Skewmond.
Shit.
It's a jungle meta. Skewmond popping the fuck off.
He is good. I will say Skewmond has improved. He's actually, I would say, legitimately a good jungler. There's just nothing you can do. Like, if your lanes are all losing, like, I don't know what he can do possibly. What can he do possibly when Broken Blade is 0-5? Down 50x, down like 4 levels.
All the top lanes in the Western game, fuck. That you gotta automatically know going into the game, your top lane is gone. You know you can't get top. You gotta look if your top lane is down the silent goal at 10 minutes, you gotta let them know, dude. I'll try my best, but I gotta watch out for the bot lane because the bot lane gets behind. Yeah, it's GG's.
And we've seen it. Like, it's pretty much a jungle bot lane centric meta. If your bot lane, guys, is really bad, getting ass gapped, I'm talking like fisted, ass open, Diddy style, you're done. You're completely done. Dude, if it's not a bot lane meta, watch the Loud versus JDG series and tell me that was not bot diff. Gala was 70 CS above Loud's ADC. 70 CS at 7 minutes. Man was just a demon. Just like Lennon's booty hole, just a demon. Oh my god!
And then, no pun intended, vampire sucking the life out of Loud. Can't make it up. Just, dude, you gotta support vampire.
You know how you didn't like Robo? This is how you know Brazil is not that good. Do you know their top laner Shino? Their top laner Shino was an ADC. He said, it's a quote, "I don't believe there's any good top laners in Brazil." I agree with that. And Robo was like the most. Robo was the most decorated top laner in Brazil. You know what he did? Shino said, and you know that thing in solo queue where that person plays your role and doesn't play good, so you play it and you win? So he did that. Yeah. He said, I'm going to roll up the top lane because there's no good top laners in CB LoL, and he just started winning.
Yep.
What the fuck is that?
I saw that. I was like, oh, they finally got rid of Robo. So I was like, God damn. Because Robo was like the...
You know what happened with their mid laner? Their mid laner, Envy, he's only been their mid laner for like, at this point now, like 4 series, because their other mid laner had a big falling out with their coaching staff where he basically just cussed them out, and they had this big falling out, so they grabbed this random mid laner. Also, I'll try to tell you guys, Loud is, come on, guys, Loud's not the best CB LoL team. Actually, the best CB LoL team is Furia, and they just are just known choke artists, honestly.
That's why when Furia was like, oh, how do LCS have more world spots than us? Because yo ass every time y'all don't fucking win. See, y'all shit. See, and I remember this. Like I got in the whole thing with Shynock. These guys, Fear is not even the best team. If they were, they wouldn't be here. They'd be in a fucking first stand instead of Loud.
Like, yeah, and they had no business losing to Loud. Perfect Rin. Loud had a brand new mid laner that they just flew in the day before. Their mid laner cussed their, I'm not shitting you, legit cussed out their coaching staff, said they were all frauds, and didn't want to play anymore. Just straight up quit. I'm pretty sure you legally can't do that, but that is what it is. They brought over a brand new player, and they won. How is Furia not choke artist? Furia, like, legitimately, I'm being honest, is their best team. I have no clue how the fuck you lost to Loud. I have no idea how that even was possibly a thing. How in the world could that happen? Just is utterly disgustingly insane. That mid laner had like one series he played with them, and they won. I hate life. Yep. You also had JDG, GenG, JDG, GenG 3-0, JDG. Actually, the crazy is this is JDG's first international appearance since Ruler left, actually. They'd not been to international events since Ruler left, and then they faced Ruler in their first round of the tournament. I hate irony like this. I hate irony. Good Lord. But Ruler was like, you know what? You guys needed me for a reason. You're getting this ass fisting. Good Lord. Just Hong Q, solo Q, Chovy, didn't even matter. Didn't even matter.
JDG being the second best team out of the LPL, just like VX. You know who the second best team is. They just fell apart at the wrong moment.
Too. Did you see that situation with Top Esports' top laner or jungler where you're talking about a bunch of match fixing? I don't even know what is legitimate in the LPL anymore.
It was legend out here just straight up Tarzan just turned back into old Tarzan, just helping when you need him. I was like, God damn it. You let JDG get here. It's like, oh, FearX is going to represent us because we don't want to go to first day. Who wants to go to Brazil? Not DK. Definitely not T1. It doesn't even matter who. Y'all could have said DRX as the second representative. They're fisting.
They legit could have just sent T1 or, I don't know, DK. The results would be the same. T1 would still run JDG. DK would still run fucking.
It would just be the two LCK teams in the finals. It would just be the LCK finals all over again. That's all it would be. It's like, oh, okay, it doesn't matter. It just comes down to the LCK finals.
It literally the level of the LCK depends. Like, I'll be honest, guys, you swap out GenG and FearX with T1 and DK, the results are literally the same.
Hololive
is not existent. Hololive is
not for Hololive and KT, and they're still fifth in these teams. It might be a lot closer.
KT would give us some cinema. I know that at least. KT
would go down 2-0 this and then reverse sweep everybody. They would JDG would have been up 2-0 and then lost 3-2. If that was
Lyon went 5 games against Loud. Even
I don't know how the fuck that happened.
Lyon actually probably could have just won 3-1, but game 4 they draft. Who drafts Jace mid against a Kali? If you deserve to lose. I saw Jace mid against the Kali. I was like, L, you can go to game 5. And then Loud picked Vex into Aurora. I was like, all right, just get the fuck out. Just leave. Leave.
Okay, yes.
What the fuck was that? I need to show you guys this draft with Loud against Lyon was dookie.
Oh, you're talking about game 5, right?
Game 5. Oh my god, that's the worst thing I've ever seen. Keep in mind, I saw Loud versus JDG today, and that almost scarred me for life. I was like, bro, Loud should go home and just be like, just quit League. If you're that bad, just quit the game. Just door. Just go to the fucking door. All right, here's the game. Okay, so I can't. Guys, I'm on my backup PC right now, so I'll show one of the games. And that. Okay, you got it. Okay, you got it. Give me one sec here. Let me mute the audio there. That's not you. That's gotta want to get in trouble by Riot again. Let me remove. Oh no. Oh, you're right. There you go.
Yep.
What the fuck is that? What is that?
I like how Anivia just automatically just shows you what the draft is. That I don't like. I saw this shit. I was like,
what is that draft from Loud? What is that?
And Vesta was.
They willingly picked Vex into Victor? What are you doing?
And he picked Nami into
Rakan, which is a fat gap of a matchup.
I was like, hey, I gave Big Dokes Jax. Okay, cool. Yep, all right, cool. Loud just speed running it home, all right.
Wrap it up. Just look at
they're already in Brazil.
And someone was like, well, you can't judge the draft. The hell I can. You play that out. Go play Caitlyn Nami versus Corki Rakan, and you tell me if you can win that.
Yeah.
But it's oppressive. Oppressive in your mom's pussy last night when I jizzed in that bitch. Good Lord. Just Just look at that. That is such a horrible draft from Loud. How do you even come up with that? How does that happen? This is why, keep in mind, this is not a problem with Fearless, but it's how you can tell some teams are not good with multiple different comps and styles and all that shit.
Yeah.
They just got absolutely railed this game. There was no chance they win this game with that draft. No way. No way. They shouldn't have even won game 4, but Lyon was like, we're going to pick Jason to a collie. I was like, all right, you guys just smoke crack, apparently. People just got to stop smoking crack. Stop smoking crack. What are you doing? And stop picking Gen, too.
I'll show you game 4.
Oh, my. Look at that. Look at that. Why are you pitching?
How the and then
Get into misfortune in Leona? Are you a crackhead? Are you stupid? Tocale culo a Diosito carne.
And then they gave Isles Poppy. I was like, yep. How's this motherfucker still got a team? They gave Dokes Rumble, but the comp's not good for a Rumble.
Why do you pick Jin into misfortune in Leona? Why? I have no idea why.
No, why you pick Jin into a Nocturne? Like, really? Like,
just L's across the board. Also, and the worst offender of it all, Jace into a collie. Jace mid. What is this season? What, 3 years ago? Jace mid into a collie.
Yeah.
Are you stupid?
And I put Inspired on Maokai. I was like, oh god.
Inspired on Maokai might as well just be like a teddy bear that has no fluff to it.
Like, yeah. It's like
horrible. Like, I can see why Loud is bad. And keep in mind, what's the other people's excuse? I could understand the mid laner adjusting. I understand that fully, but what's the other people's excuse? What's their excuse for sucking? You guys have been on this team forever. Their bot lane is bad. What's that guy's name? Redbird? He sucks.
Yeah, no, he's garbage.
Booty.
He's garbage.
The games today: G2 BFX. And Lyon, JDG. I mean, JDG's 3-0ing Lyon. I'm sorry. You're just getting 3-0'd.
I think 3-1. I think Lyon's still a game. I think G2 still a game.
I'll say FearX 3-1. I think G2 might get a game, but I don't believe in Lyon at all.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's 3-0 from both sides. I would not be surprised. Just the way GenG's been playing. Like G2's been playing. Lyon, I think Lyon's gonna put. I think the Fire's gonna put a little bit more of a fight, but man, Saint looking like some hot.
Oh, we might actually get the 0-12 against the West. I think that'll be right. So yeah, 0-3, and then 0-3. Good lord.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. So that's 12, 3, 6, 9. Fuck.
The only wins Lyon got against Loud. D2 only beat TSW. D2 technically is the only Easter team. It's the only Western team to be an Easter team somewhat. Because TSW.
They got the easiest one. They got the easiest Eastern team. Team Secret Wales was uber trad. Good lord.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck they got past Flying Oysters, another team. I'm like,
well, Flying Oysters pretty much collapsed. They didn't, not like collapse, but their roster changes really hurt them. I was watching the LCP. Team
Wales is like the fourth best team there. I'm like, yeah, man, it's
their mid laner is bad. D-Ray is bad. Eddie sucks. BA sucks. This whole team is bad. I don't even know how y'all made. How did this team made for first seed? Oh god. Someone said they're a new TSM. Someone said they were a new TSM.
They were a sacrifice. They just like, all right. It's like sometimes teams don't want to embarrass themselves. That's why they just put out, okay, let's just lose. Let this one team happy. Hey guys, we won the LCP. Now you're about to get sacrificed to a fucking G2 and GenG.
You know what's sad about the LCP?
Y'all niggas got 3-0 by G2, then you got 3-0 by Vikla. Vikla, nigga. He got eliminated by Vikla. Just fucking. Oh.
Knight made Vikla look like an absolute bitch. Like an absolute literal just nothing.
Let me bring up was it game 3?
Oh. It was the Aphelios game. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the, oh my god. Yeah, that's the
What
affiliates
the
game.
fuck?
You know teams are trolling when they're picking LeBlanc. You have to be trolling when you're picking that
Man,
pick.
like
You have to be trolling when you're picking LeBlanc. But I can't believe you're a serious person picking LeBlanc into Aurora. You can't be a serious person. That is just nope. Mm-mm. Just go next. Just go next. Just go next year. Actually, delete your org, honestly. Fucking hell. Oh god, I hate it.
Clear was running it this whole fucking game. Did not matter. Did not matter because Condon was the only good. Like TSW should have won this game, and they.
You know what's crazy about them even winning? Even when you look at a lot of those games, they barely got down any turrets, any turret plates. They barely had any objectives. Yeah, guys, it was horrible today. Loud's jungler went an entire series without getting an objective.
Yep.
His name was Young J. Almost gonna say Fatal J. Hey yo.
Hey yo.
Oh god. Fatal. Someone said Fatal Gay. Oh god. Okay, I have to show you guys. Look at these. Look at these highlights. JDG versus Loud. Shit lasted under 30 minutes. Look at this.
Yeah. Shit. Oh, JDG versus Loud. The whole game. Oh, sorry. First of all, GenG versus Lyon. The whole game was 77 minutes. Or the series time was about 77 minutes. Not one game went past 26 minutes.
Oh god.
JDG versus Loud. JDG
was
versus Loud was under with about 70 minutes.
The whole Loud crowd.
The
whole Loud crowd was just going crazy. They were like, "Oh well, like we're gonna just cheer for our team." Right when they were getting shit stomped, the cheers stopped. Just done. Just done.
It was like, oh. It was like, oh, and then they got killed by a fucking man. No, he got saved by the fucking bell.
So, the biggest problem with this series overall was bot diff. It wasn't just HonQ and the other. Bot diff was disgusting. Just look at the CS. Look at that. He has 134. He has 107. Gala just is a CSing ADC god, or maybe that guy Bull, who's bullshit.
Nope.
God, you can't be calling yourself Bull.
1,000 gold lead at 12 minutes. What the fuck? Bull, you
get. Just bot gap. Just bot gap. Ass gap.
HonQ damn near had 1,000 gold lead over Envy. I'm like, yep. Pack them up. Pack this whole team up. Pack the whole CBLOL up. Holy fuck. If Live's the best team, pack all y'all niggas up.
No, that's not the best team. No way. Oh my god.
Furious said, oh, we beat Cloud9. Yeah, Cloud9 ain't our best team.
Also, there's like, we beat Cloud9 and Sentinels. Yeah, you beat the LCS. Congratulations. You beat the retarded disabled kid.
You beat the second best team and the fifth best team. Sentinels, I don't know how the fuck Sentinels got there.
I don't know how Team Liquid didn't get at least to America's Cup.
Team Liquid's on fraud alert. Shopify is on mega fraud alert. When your fourth best team might be DSG, oh no, some like fourth, fifth best team is DSG. Delete everything.
Please.
DSG cannot be your top 5 team.
I just want to make sure
Shopify did.
This is the reason why Western teams can't. Well, this is why the Western teams think they can't beat the East teams. Theories like this. This is like how scrims go. It's probably even worse than scrims because come on stage you play a little bit more disciplined. They were like, "Whoa, we have a comp with." How do you make Ashe Seraphine worse than Ezreal Karma? People have to Ashe and Seraphine have longer range, and their abilities have way more gap closers. Even if you were bad, you could make that into your favor. How? I just don't even understand because the casters were like, well, JDG has more stronger lanes. No, they don't. Actually, no, they don't. Loud has better, stronger lanes.
You can
like,
tell.
Yeah. So it's not really just that. It's more like Loud has because maybe they're just astronomically ass. Maybe that's the reason why. Their comp has way more range. They have way more dive potential. You use your Seraphine uses her all. Ashe uses her all. Aurora can dive. Nocturne can dive. Loud's comp is not the problem. They probably have a better comp than JDG's. Doesn't matter. Your players suck. How in the world do you play Ashe and you lose to Ezreal that hard?
Yep.
His name is bullshit. No, your name is not bull. You're bullshit. You suck. Oh, God. And the problem with this series is people are like, well, they got some kills. You know what? Any team can do that. It's pretty easy to get kills. You winning anything? They weren't really actually winning on the map at all. Come on, guys. Their jungler got no objectives. Yep. No objectives. The entire series. Nothing. How do you not get a dragon? You can sneak those. You can, sneak dragons, actually. Young Jay, he's in the jungle. He's invading. Why are you invading? They have all the wards! They can see you! You're not hiding. L. They can see you. Look at all these damn wards. He was willing. Help me! He walked into a jungle knowing it's warded and just killed himself.
Yep, again, because this was the longest game. This was the 29-minute game.
Yeah.
Hey, you know the sad part about it? That's the only tower they get. They don't get another tower. They don't get not one dragon. Yeah, they don't get shit.
No Rift Heralds. No Void Grubs. They didn't get a Baron. Come on, guys. You know how easy it is to sneak a dragon in League in this day and age? You know how easy it is to just sneak one of those with your team? They didn't get that. Also, keep in mind how badly they were losing. Look at how lit up the map is. All warded. Because Korean teams know how to play better vision and everything. People are like, but you're just a Korean dick sucker. No, your mom was dick sucking my cock last night and eating my ass from the back, bitch. So, I don't understand. Sorry, guys. Even if the LPL has weird match fixing bullshit going on, they're still better than most Eastern. They're still better than most Western teams. I'm sorry. Yeah. What about this shows to you that we're improving? They got one tower in 3 25+ minute games. They got no dragons in 3 25+ minute games. They got no Rift Herald or Void Grubs. Keep in mind, in 3 25 plus 29-minute games. People say, but they're just playing scared. No, they're not. They weren't playing scared. They're just bad. They're playing. They're just not good.
Yeah. For 15K goal lead at 25.5 minutes for JDG.
All bot lane. Come on, all bot lane. Look at this. He's got 318 CS. What a demon. What a CSing god. That's some Chovy level shit right there.
Yep.
300 CS by 25 minutes?
On Ezreal.
Come on, they willingly picked him Ezreal into Ashe. Ashe and Seraphine should be clobbering Ezreal. She should be able to slow him. Seraphine has her E. Seraphine has her speed up. Seraphine has her shield. And for some reason, my Ashe Seraphine bot lane is losing to Karma Ezreal. Why? Why is this happening? Oh, God. Oh, no. JDG, they have families. Oh, no, they're burning. Oh, goodbye. L's. And their top laner's like, I'm out of here, just like my dad. Out a black man.
20 minutes, 52 seconds. That's what it took to beat him in game 3.
And Redbird is just terrible. Level 15.
Like you said, one tower, no dragons, 3 games.
Not even a void. They didn't get a single void grub. You know how easy it is to get one of those? That's easy.
Not no one Rift Herald. They got no. I was like, Yep, and the only win Lyon said, at least we took Lyon to 5 games.
Congratulations.
Okay, that's when the CBLO and LCS gap is damn near closed. But guess what? You guys are about to get mega fisted. All right, cool. What if you do beat Lyon? All right, cool. Now you got to go against LCK.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because I will say.
What if T1 actually does show up at MSI and they looking for vengeance.
Don't tell Blabber that. Don't tell Blabber that because Blabber against Owner is horrible. Owner beat that shit out of that guy.
Faker versus APA again. APA just gets his asshole clapped. Like,
I don't know if you saw that America's Cup, but Furia went undefeated against Sentinels and Cloud9. They were like, we're really good. Keep mine. All right. Beating Cloud9 and Sentinels, congratulations. You are the, I don't know, would CBLOB be the fourth best region by that logic then?
Nah. No, I'm going to tell you why, because Loud is your best team. Nope.
Because Lyon, if Lyon beats, that means we would have to see Lyon versus Furia then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Loud is on the level like what Cloud9 is, honestly.
Because if Furia was the best team, they wouldn't have been there. It would have been Loud being in Furia's place. We need Furia to make MSI. They don't make MSI. All that, CBLO needs more world spots for a team to just get fisted. That CBLO go home 0-6.
This is another problem too that people keep bringing up that you mentioned. We want more world spots. How does having more low quality teams at these tournaments make them better though? Actually, if we're being honest here, if anything, the LCK and the LPL should have more seeds because they carry the entire tournament. Why would they give more? Come on, I don't even believe the LCS should have 3 seeds. I don't believe the LEC should have 3 seeds. I don't believe LCP should have 3 seeds. At most, these guys should have 2 seeds.
LCP should definitely not have 3 seeds. That's a fucking waste. LEC should have 2. LCS, to me, it should be whoever makes the finals. Those are your 2 representatives. Now is who's 1, who's 2. Whoever wins the LEC or LCS should be avoiding the West or the Eastern teams. And they face all the shit Western teams. If you come in second in LCS and LEC, let's feed you the T1. Let Faker fist you for about 25 minutes.
Do you agree with this? Because Monty has been bringing this up for years with how you could do it. The only way for Western teams to become competitive internationally is to create an Asian-based league with 20-ish of the top teams from all current regions. Regional leagues become feeders for this professional league. A focused regional hub is the biggest factor in esports history that creates competitive parity.
Okay, what does he want exactly? Because
you essentially make a super league. Essentially, you would not have LCS and LEC or CBLOL. You would just kind of have the best teams from LCK and LPL in one league, and you take the best out of the other ones and put them all in one. So instead of having 4 domestic leagues, you'd have just one single-ized league.
Because then all the worst teams be at the bottom, and all the LCK.
Well, the logic would go like, okay, the reason why I don't believe this. I don't believe this what they're saying, but the logic would go like this: is the only reason why these guys aren't as good as them is because they don't get enough decent practice. It's like
they get all the practice of what, and they don't be 0-16. Like
yeah.
Imagine putting KC in LCK, and then it gets to the point where you got Yankee. Imagine if Tarkov is still a team. We could beat the bottom tier LCK team, and then you get fucking fisted by DNF. Okay, cool. Now your mental's gonna be fucked. Trust me. Have you ever lost to someone that you knew you should have beat, and now your mental's all fucked? You're like, damn, am I trash? It's like if you lose to someone you're not supposed to lose to, you start having doubts. Like you don't wanna, like, damn, we can't even beat the bottom tier. Nigga, we can't beat DNF. They went 0-5. Okay, cool, because you're garbage.
Yeah, because even if you have them all under one umbrella, I get from a business point of view, you would save a lot of money. But outside of a business point of view, the problem with that is that you're in your brain hoping that these guys, when they play against Koreans constantly, that they actually become better players. Yeah. But they've been doing that. But we've been seeing that all these many years. So, guys, they go to Korea and boot camp. And keep in mind, These guys hit Challenger. So it's not the fact that they're not bad from the aspect of like, can you hit Challenger? Can you have rank 1 in the Korean solo queue ladder? That's not the problem. The problem is they're not as good as these guys. And yeah, like, okay, maybe 1 or 2 of them will be as good as the Asian players. But like this weird notion that they're all going to be on the same level just because they face off against each other, that's not how that works at all. Actually, if you watch the NBA, that's not how it works at all. Just because you play against people repeatedly does not make you like become as good as that person. Do you guys think if the Washington Wizards or the New Orleans Pelicans played against everybody, you would think like they would get better, right? No. That doesn't improve them at all. Actually, that's honestly just made games a lot more stupid, a lot more shitty. Like, I don't know if I buy into this mindset of like just because they play against each other more, it'll make them better. That's just hope. That's just hope. But like, why would we want Brazil to have more seeds? I don't even know. LCS doesn't need more seeds. LCK and LPL need more seeds. That's what needs to happen. But Riot's not going to do that because then they would actually be admitting to people, yeah, we know that kind of Asia runs the league. No shit. They've been running it for years.
This is what they should do. They need to split it. They need to split. I do agree to a certain degree. It needs to be LCK and LPL, or LCK and LPL on one side, and everybody else on the other side.
Just the rest. Yeah.
Yeah. You got the Asians. You got the Asians. Minus the LCP. Because you put the LCP with the LCK and LPL,
that's just target
they're
practice.
never getting out. This is what you do. You cut the LPL team down to 10. Because we know some of these teams is hot garbage. What you do is you're cutting out all the fat. You're pretty much saying the top 8 teams from each side. You're going with 16 teams for Worlds. The top 8 from LCK or it can even be the top 12 teams.
Because right now, how many is it? How many is it right now? It's like what, 4? It's like 4 or 3, right? Yeah. It's like 3.
How many teams go to Worlds? Yeah. How many teams go to Worlds?
They reduced. So last year they had 16 teams. They had reduced it.
Yeah, it'll be 8 and 8. It'll be 8.
It used to be 24. It used to be 24 teams.
That was a lot. I mean, that's when they still had Australia. Some of these teams were like in the play-ins. Like, oh, okay, we're not going to really make it to the group stage, but we're just happy to be here. No, day one they about to go.
That's the only way to stop seeing these things. Because I would imagine this doesn't. I imagine this isn't good for viewers to constantly see Asian teams stomp Western teams. Because I'm pretty sure, even if you're the most casual viewer, you will know that there's a gap between the East and the West. There's obviously a big gap between us. The only way to keep in mind, LCS struggles against LCP teams, guys. Keep in mind, CFO mollywopped the West teams last year. Like, before you even think about facing LPL and LCK teams, how about beat the LCP teams consistently? How about starting there? Like, you need to just have it just the way like that. You just have one group, one side of the bracket, all the rest, and then one side them. Because you're gonna keep constantly seeing this. Yeah, you're gonna have series every once in a while where you get a FlyQuest versus GenG. That's not gonna be the thing every single time. That's not gonna happen all the time at all. It's not gonna be a constant thing. But we saw FlyQuest versus GenG. You got anything else? Well, Misfits versus SKT. Okay, 2. Well, we had G2 Super Team. Okay, at max that's 5. So 5 best of 5 series out of 10 years. Do you know what that means business-wise? That's anecdotal evidence, and that's not good to run a whole tournament off of. These guys they're not comparable. Like, Loud, it'd be like,
What about the team that beat Top Esports?
Shit.
Levi?
Oh, that was a best of that. Well, that was a best of 1. That was a best of 5. But I see your point. Yeah. But that was because the Oriana was bugged. That was because the Oriana champion was bugged.
But you got people saying, hey, but they beat him in the best of 1. And the best of 1 comes down to luck 80% of the time.
These people say they love. These people will be saying, I play TCGs, I play Magic, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Then you would know that best of 1s don't mean jack literal shit. First of all, those formats are best of 3 anyway.
You the best of 1, and then I play you the best of 3 and 2 OU. What the fuck that mean? beat us. I was like, you know, every time I lost to the best of one, I think that same person in the best of three and 2-0, and I'm just like, next.
Yeah.
It's
just. Oh, you know what's crazy? The last game is where all hope just goes to die. This is keep in mind, the whole crowd was chilling. Loud, we wanna butt fuck you. Loud, we wanna butt fuck you. No, this is what happened. Just the game was over in 40 seconds.
45 seconds.
Envy ran into their jungle, tried to ward, and then died.
50 seconds, the game was over. Right there. It was like,
over.
Oh, okay, yep. Tag it up. This is how this game ended in 20 minutes. 20 minutes, 52 seconds. And that was the last game of the day. Like, oh, okay, cool. All right, cool. Back to work. It's like everyone took the time off to, now I'll just go back to work. It's like, damn.
Oh, yeah. Nice to meet you. If you're new here, please subscribe. We do this. We try to do it at least once a week to cover the games and stuff. AGL 2907. Is that your porn star name? I'm joking with you, man. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay. So I'm trying to think about all the times Western teams beat Asian teams at Worlds or MSI. There's not that many. It has to be at least less than 12. So yeah, G2 they beat SKT and they beat them twice in 1 year. Then G2 beat DK, so that's 3. C9 Afrika, that's 4. TL beat IG, that's 5. I'm talking best of 5, not random best of 1s in those tournaments.
Okay,
series.
I'm about to say best of 1, you get lucky.
You
remember when APA said, we always beat Faker. And then guess what? All that you talking all that shit. Yo, LCS teammates, Cloud9 got all the fisting after that. He went 4v5 against C9.
I remember one. I just had it in my brain. Fnatic beat EDG at Worlds 2018.
Yeah, 2018. Yep.
So that's 7.
Yep.
G2 beat RNG.
Yep.
So that's 8. Oh shit. Yeah, it has to be less than 15 series. It has to be. Because
I'm about to say MSI. Didn't
which one?
It was 2019.
Oh, I counted those. I counted those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm about to say
So you had Cloud9 Afrika, the MSI series. So you had G2 beating SKT, and you had G2 beating SKT again at Worlds. Then you had G2 beating Damwon. It's crazy. All those series were just the G2 super team. Jesus Christ. That's just 3 alone.
Yeah, I'm about to say G2 was majority G2 and some Cloud9.
Yeah, G2 has the most. So you had G2.
And great about it, all of it was pre-picked. Shit.
You had Cloud9, 3 G2, 1 Team Liquid. G2 again. They beat RNG in 2018 to get top.
Yep.
Fuck. So that's 6.
No TSM. Surprising. Fuck Reginald.
CLG beat Flash Wolves in MSI 2016.
Yeah.
And then they got ass booty raped by SKT.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's 7 or 8. Yeah, if the more the West.
Yeah, after going to the West off super hard.
Yeah, we count. Yeah, so you have 4 G2.
It's funny how what started in China, and then China won World the year after.
Oh my God, G2 has 5. G2 beat Top Esports last year.
Yeah.
Most of the times the West has
G2.
All G2. G2 has 5 of the best of 5 wins against.
And then fucking NRG want to be like, we beat G2, and then fell apart right after.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna tally this. So so I started watching in 2014. Yeah. Oh, what was getting ass scraped then?
Most of it is either G2 or Cloud9 or Fnatic. Most of it is with Cats. That's what I realized.
You're right. Fnatic. Okay, yeah. Fnatic 2015, they beat EDG.
Yep.
And then they lost to Rockstar. Okay, so you have 2015 MSI, they lost to SKT. Fnatic beat EDG. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Origin, they beat Flash Wolves, so that's 2. Good Lord. That's already bad. Only 2 fucking wins in 1 year? Holy shit. Only Fnatic and Origin beat Eastern teams. Come on, guys. Origin faced Flash Wolves in quarters. That was that would be considered the LCP. That was the LMS back then. So that's 2. That's just 2.
Yeah.
2016 MSI Worlds. CLG beat Flash Wolves. That's 3. G2 went on vacation. They went 0-6 drop. I'm not kidding. They went like 1-10. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, after their cool off year, just to relax, just chill.
Worlds 2016. Any Western teams beat Asian teams? Nope. Because H2K faced Albus Nox Luna, a wildcard team. They're like, we beat Albus Nox Luna. L's, mega L's. That's a wildcard team. They're from Russia.
Yep.
So that's 3. Any in 2016 MSI World, something about no. Yeah, no. All Asian teams. Yeah.
I was about to say it was mostly Korea.
Yeah, 2017 MSI Worlds. G2 beat World. Oh my god! G2 beat World Elite. I remember that. And they went to the finals.
That was the last time World Elite was good. That's the sad part. World Elite ain't been shit since.
All the Western teams bombed out in 2017 Worlds playoffs. All of them just lost. Cloud9 was the only person to take. Do you know Cloud9 took to 5 games? World Elite.
Of course they did.
Of course they did. And they still lost.
Yeah.
All right, 2018. Fnatic lost to Flash Wolves in the semis. World 2018. Yeah, Fnatic made it and they lost. They were the only Western team to make it because it was RNG, Longzhu.
Fnatic made it to the finals.
No, MSI 2018.
Oh yeah, they got fisted.
Yeah, so World 2018, we had Cloud9 beating Afrika, so that'd be 5.
Yeah. And
Fnatic beat EDG, so that's 6, and G2 beat RNG, so that's 7.
Yeah.
And that's it, because they ended up losing both to IG. God damn it. Holy shit. All right, 2019, G2 beat SKT twice, and you have Damwon, so that's 10.
Yep.
Yeah, no other Western teams won.
Nope.
No, they all lost. Yeah, fuck. So that's 10. All right, 2020. Yeah. G2. They beat GenG. They beat GenG at Worlds. That's 11.
GenG pre-Chovy.
Dead.
Pre-Chovy.
Damwon beat G2 in the fastest series ever.
Yeah, that.
Woohoo! Yeesh.
When Showmaker was still awake and not sleeping.
Shoemaker.
Yeah, he was Showmaker. Now he's Shoemaker because he's making shoes.
So that was 2020. Yeah, only G2 was the Western team that made it because people Fnatic almost beat Top Esports. No, fuck off.
Almost.
Yeah, Chaz almost had his ass almost ate by Lennon. Almost don't count for shit.
Yeah, almost. If her tongue's not in my ass, it don't count.
That's 11. 2021. MSI Worlds. Okay, 2021. No, Mad Lions lost to DK in the semis, and then RNG won it. 2021 Worlds. Yeah, no Western teams made it to the top 8. No, sorry, top 4. No. They made it to top 8, but they didn't win against the Western teams. It's like they win against the Eastern teams. 2021, wash. 2022, MSI Worlds.
Rogue got one of the fastest 3-0s. Rogue made it out, and it was like, God damn it. MSI was.
Wait, hold on. What? 2022 Worlds, did any Western teams beat? No, you're right. 2021 and 2022 are just washes. They didn't at MSI. They just who went to MSI first? 2022. Oh, it was BLG and there was Golden Guardians and Cloud9. Yep. Oh god, that was horrible.
Yeah, that was a horrible year.
I'm sure. Yeah, at 2022 you had I remember you had EDG. EDG went. They and they lost. Oh yeah, you're right. It's a wash. 2023 MSI Worlds. Any Western teams beat an Asian team?
Nope, they beat each other. The Western teams beat each other, and G2 was the last one standing. And then they got fisted by either T1 or G. They got fisted by one of the Eastern teams. And then
forgot. Because this is where it gets a little tricky. So after Worlds 2022. Remember how Worlds does that Swiss stage where you play best of 3s? Yeah, okay. you count. I can count best of 3. So Worlds 2023 has the Swiss stage, so you can count best of 3s before you make it. It doesn't have to just be playoffs. Any Western teams beat an Asian team in the Swiss stage? I can't remember any off the top of my head. In 2023.
In 2023? No. Matter of fact,
no. BLG beat G2. Cloud9 lost to T1.
Yep.
JDG fisted Team BDS.
Yep.
Don't count. Mad only faced NRG. I'm not kidding.
Yep.
Yeah, because in Worlds 20, starting with Worlds 2023, they had that Swiss stage where you could face them in best of 3s.
Energy got out by only beating Western teams, and then got smoked by the worst Eastern team possible there.
Yeah, G2 beat Weibo and D. They faced the weakest. Best of 1s, but that doesn't really count.
Yep. Best
okay.
of 1 is like
2020. Okay, 2020. Did any Western teams beat any Asian teams in playoffs? No, I don't think so, right?
G2 beat Top Esports.
Did Fnatic beat anybody? No, Fnatic got fisted by
LG. No. Fnatic didn't beat shit. Fnatic got spit roasted.
Oh, I remember that game 3 against Weibo? They drafted Alistar into Luck. L.
Yep, I was like, oh, okay. All right, cool. Fnatic.
Chaz loves playing Lux. If you pick Lux, if someone picks Alistar into Lux, I know your ass is match fixing. I know that's match fixing.
I was like, oh, okay, cool. Speed run.
Okay, 2024. Is that where we had winner split? No. That 2025 was when we had winner. So MSI 2024.
No, it was winner.
Western.
No, it was
winner started last year. Was there last? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, winner started last year. 2024, right?
No, it was 2020. It was 2024. Because it was.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. Yep.
Oh, okay. So 2024. It would be.
Yeah, I believe so.
No, because 2025 had winner. I'm pretty sure because that's when we had first time. First time was just last year.
2025 does have winner. 2024 had winner, but there was no tournament.
There was no first stand. You're right. Yeah. I knew you were right. I was trying. Yeah, you're right.
It was like 2024 was just like, I remember because that was the one G2 won.
Yeah, if you won, you just get to MSI. Yeah.
Yep. And then that's why G2 didn't really take spring seriously. That's why Mad Lions won, and then Mad Lions got exposed like a motherfucker.
Okay.
Because BDS was up 2-0 against Mad Lions, and then they, you know how BDS was leads and it ain't safe. It's like, BDS is up 2-0. All right, cool. Congrats, G2 for winning 3-2.
They drafted Alistar into Caitlyn Lux. And they're like, how did we lose? Gee, I only can wonder why. I only wonder why you lost. I just can only imagine it, obviously.
I saw that shit.
So this was MS. Okay, so this is MSI 2020. Oh my God, this was the biggest stomp I've ever seen. T1 versus FlyQuest, just ass fisting.
Yep.
Okay, do you count? Okay, so when we mean Eastern, do you count the LCP in that? Or you just mean LCK and LCK? I'm just gonna say I'll just count it against LPL and LCK. I'll let them have the
because I don't because LCP is just a bunch of teams. Like Paris HMA is a European org that has to play in the LCP. It's weird.
Yeah. Okay. So just LPL and LCK because those are the only ones that I was counting anyway. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So nope. They went against Discount. I always call those like Teemo Asian teams. Like LCP is just a Temu version of LCK and LCK. All right. So you got the bracket stage. GenG, Fnatic. Nope. Man, this series gets fucked. Omti got his ass beat.
Yeah.
G2 T1. That was a great series though. Faker really pulled it off on that one. BLG PSG. Nope. Fnatic. They only beat each other.
PSG played up to the competition. BLG kind of played down. Fnatic out. See after this series, like Fnatic should have let go of Humidor and Razor. I would have let both of them go.
You're right here. Okay, so that's 12. I want you to understand. We have 12. I counted 12 series from 2015 when I first started watching. Well, I started watching World 2014, but when I have MSI, because MSI started in 2015. 12 series. Do you know what this is 2024? The West has only won 12 series against the Asian teams in 2015 to 2024. That's what? 9 years?
Yeah.
12 series.
And the majority of them are G2.
Yeah, 5 of them are G2. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's not good. And if I said G2 has always kind of had the best Western teams. It's just, but even that can't really get you anywhere. It just kind of can. Okay, so nope, G2 got. What's crazy is T1 figured out how G2 plays, and then they just they just beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
GenG, BOG, yep, and that's it. Yeah, now we have Worlds 2024. Worlds 2024. Did they win? Did I'll count best of threes because it's Swiss stage. You got to win a best of 3 to win some of these. That's fine. We can count that. Not against these Temu Asian teams. Nope. LSK, it got to be LSK and LPL. Okay, let's look at some of these records here. Okay, let's go FlyQuest. Nope. They lost to DK. They lost to Hanwha Life. Who else was here? Team Liquid. Nope. Fnatic. Nope. Mad Lions. Mega no.
G2 will beat Cade and Weibo. They beat Weibo.
No. Oh, they beat Weibo. Okay. I can count that. That's 13.
I think Weibo might have been best of 1 now. It was either best of 1 or best of 3. I have to go back now.
Let me see.
I think that might have been the best of 1.
Let me. Was this the best of 1 or is it best of 3?
I think that might have been
It might have been best of 3.
Round 3, it might have been. No, I'll
let me see. I could check right here. Go right here to main event right here, and then I'll see really quickly. Was that a best of 3? Because if that's not a best of 3, that doesn't count. Got to be a best of 3.
Go.
Does it say no?
Nope.
It just says switch stage.
No, go further down because it'll show.
Oh, you're right. Oh, your match scheduled. Okay. So it'll be what, G2 against Weibo?
It should be a best of 3. That was round 3
against Weibo. It should be here somewhere.
Yeah, no, it was a 1-0.
No, it's game. Yeah, you're right. It was the best of 1.
That's how I'm saying because I know the first 3 rounds were 1-0s and then
Yeah, I forgot. You have to go 2-0 and then you go in best of 3s. Yep.
Yeah,
Nothing.
And then
nothing.
G2 got the dick. Look at who G2 had to face to even survive.
G2 has they always have the hardest matchup.
The motherfuckers had to face
Pain, Hanwha Life.
T1 to BLG. I was like, God damn. I was like, damn, G2 just did.
Also, most of those are caps. Most of those are caps too.
That's what I'm saying.
All that shit is caps.
Half of it is caps.
So people can ask me, well, why don't you count best of 1s? Because that's not legitimate to scale.
Best of 1 is a quarter challenge. That's a league challenge. You gotta go perfect in the.
Okay, so this is 2025 first stand because that's when first stand got introduced. Okay, so first stand. Did LEC LCS beat any Asian teams?
KC beat. No. Actually,
only
KC beat. Oh
KC
yeah,
beat
they only beat
CFO
CFO
to make the finals.
I forgot. KC lost to How Life. They. Oh no. Okay, never mind. They beat Top Esports 1-0. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, it's not much here, and most of these guys are losing these games too. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, nothing. They couldn't beat. They couldn't even beat top. Oh, you're right. They didn't beat Top Esports in the best of series. Oh my, because Hanwha Life knocked them out for everyone. Holy
KC
shit.
only beat Top Esports, and that was at the very end. Top Esports was so dog shit.
MSI 2025. Any Western teams beat these Asian teams in best of 3s? No, G2 was out here trolling their ass off in this Furious series. Holy shit.
Nah, this G2 beat Game. And
this was the only tournament I almost This was the only tournament I almost predicted every single matchup correctly. The only one oh my god, BLG fucked me over. I had BLG winning this. If I had anyone,
I should have just went with my gut stuck. It was legit. I thought BLG was going to rebound, and then BLG and then he just had a mental gap for the rest of the year. I was like, okay, it's just anyone's legend then. And then anyone legends get the dick, and they had to go against T1. I was like, damn, in Worlds, I was like, no LPL. That's me. It's just gonna be LCK finals all over again. All right, cool. And then with Telecom Wars, I'm like, yeah, T1 just 3-0 the shit out of BLG. BLG 3-2 Fly. Anyone's legend beat the shit out of CFO. Like,
yeah,
I was
no,
like, oh, okay.
Teams, nothing.
I'm telling you right now. If anyone legend beats T1, I think JD's 3-0 is anyone legend. I'm sorry. At that moment in time, I think JD was 3-0 and 3-1.
These right here were my mouse cursor, because people are like, no, this BLG was fisted.
If BLG got to the final, they would have got 3-0 by JD. I'm sorry. There's no way in the world. These are the best series
right here. These series, these 4 right here are the best ones.
Yeah.
All this shit is a wash. G2 was like, we got them game 1. Kangen didn't wake up then. Kangen was sleeping.
Yeah, it was like, oh yeah, and it was like, oh shit, you woke up King. Fuck, all right, cool. Now Skewell gotta take the Raz, and he's gotta help LeBron in the bot lane. Back it up. That whole bot lane. Ruler was just giving dick to Hans that whole series. I was like, damn, I feel bad for Hans.
You know what's crazy about Riot's horrible formatting for their tournament? IG was a one and done, and we had to see Fnatic play. Fucking Riot. Jesus.
It's sad because IG was designed to beat that one team and they couldn't do it. It's like, shit. Damn, T1 troll just to win Worlds again. You're like, throw everybody out. And we had to see fucking Fnatic with Kobe.
What's crazy is Fnatic, IG got to play. I get it. IG was an up and down team. I understand, but I'd rather see IG play than Fnatic. Why would I want to watch Fnatic play? Fnatic suck ass.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So if any of these are best of 3s, they can count. But I'm only seeing best of 1s.
The first 3 rounds are all best of 1s.
Because you do 2 days.
We can't include none of them 100 Cs because 2 of them were the best. Like 100 Cs beat BLG in the best of 1. In the best of 3, they would have got 2-1. I'm telling you right now.
And best of 3, they would have
They would have got
anything here?
T1 beat the shit out of 100 Cs. It was close too. That was the crazy part. Oh my god, JD put belted ass on top of esports. Oh my god, I was like, yo.
Was FBI blind? FBI was blind in that 100 Thieves T1 series. Man didn't even know
how
to
he
play.
Was drunk. He was drunk and getting PayPal. I was like, okay,
that's it.
All right. He was
okay, so the West, if you only count just the West.
BO3 is the higher.
EU and NA have only won 12 best of series against the Asian teams since 2015.
Yep.
We're in 2026 now.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yep.
I don't know where this improvement's coming from, but maybe you can improve my dick being up your mom's ass because you guys are stupid. You guys are retarded. I just 12 series. I knew it was a little bit. I knew it was less than 15 because I was going to say, yeah, it's less than 15. They haven't won more than 15 series against them. No way. There's no consistency with any of this stuff. All right, so that's league for you guys right now. First stand's going to be played all throughout the whole week. This is just like a 1 week tournament. It's going to all be over, I think, on Sunday or Monday, actually. The gap is closing. Yep. Remember when people used to say that? Bro, the gap is closing, man. The gap is closing. No, yeah, the gap in your mom's ass after she takes 5 dicks a bit. All right. Good Lord. Gap is closing, and they've only won a dozen series. Keep in mind, guys. Actually, if you break down the 12, if you break it down, 5 of it's G2, 1 Team Liquid, 1 Cloud9, 1 CLG, and then you have Fnatic. That's it.
That'd be half of them are capped.
The other one is just Perks.
Yeah.
You had Jensen, Perks, Caps, Huhi when he was a mid laner, and Jensen. It was Jensen on Team Liquid. Jensen is the only other European mid laner to beat Asian teams in at least 2 best of series. That TL IG series, when you guys remember the voting, and it was a 1%, and the only person that voted for them to fucking win was their owner, Steve. Bro. I guess you kind of have to root for yourself, even though you kind of secretly know you're about to get blasted too. That was the funniest thing ever. The only person that voted for them to win was Steve, their owner. The players didn't even think they were gonna win. That's crazy.
I mean, that's good for them to have the self-aware to be like, we're trash, but it's like, damn, only your owner believes in you. I mean, but then again, it'd be worse if he didn't believe in you.
That would have been horrible.
I'd be like, damn, what the fuck are you the point of having a team if you don't believe in them? God damn.
Well, so even if because keep in mind, like the LCP teams, they're kind of like Temu Asian teams, because I think people only really count you legitimately winning is against like the LCK, LPL teams. You know, like to be fair, I threw in Flash Wolves there, but that was because Flash Wolves back then could randomly upset a Korean team.
Yeah,
like Flash Wolves actually could like just randomly beat SKT in some games, but then choke in the playoffs because they were choke dogs. I used to call them pussycats. They weren't no Flash Wolves. You weren't no killer. You were a pussycat. And their original name was like Bear Cubs. I'm not kidding. Their original name was like Flash Bear Cubs. A cub? A bear cub? We used to have a team they used to be called Unicorns of Love. Just gang! All right, so we're going to talk about just a little bit about the NBA because it's late for Chats. He has to get up for work in the morning. It's a little bit of NBA. So the Knicks suck. Fuck the Knicks. As always, fuck New York. New York shit. All right. The Pistons, they lost Cade Cunningham for a little bit. He had a collapsed lung. He's going to be out for shit. I'd imagine he's done for the rest of the season.
Yeah, for the rest of the regular season.
Don't let them gaslight you into believing that he's going to come back. There's just no way. I just don't believe that. That's going to be a Jason Tatum where he's going to just come back the next year. That's what it's going to be. Jason Tatum is back, but he's had some decent games so far, but like he just came back after his leg exploded. So it's like I don't really know how to judge that guy right now. I'm going to have to see him in the playoffs a little bit more. But even that's like you just kind of came back after your leg just kind of exploded. It's like I don't know how to really like. They were fine without him. They're fine, but like people said, well, why do you add Jason Tatum back if you're already doing fine? It's like, well, if he ever actually gets back to form, they could probably just straight up win the whole thing. Could win the whole thing. So you just take the upset of him kind of bouncing back to where he used to be. Because guys, that man straight up would put up like 45 points a game. You would definitely want that guy to have a really good day on your team. Let's see. The Knicks have won their last 4. They had a slump against the Lakers and Clippers. They won the last 4 games after that. They bounced back a little bit. The Cavaliers, they clinched playoffs. Knicks, Pistons, Celtics all clinched playoffs. But come on, guys. This was going to be your top 4 for the Eastern Conference anyway. To be honest here. This was going to be your 4. The Raptors should get in. The Hawks should get in. Who else do you think is going to be? Because, like, keep in mind, the Hornets, the Bulls. What happened to you? What happened, Bulls? You suck. The Hornets were like last place and lapped you. The Hornets.
The Bulls traded all their pieces away.
Once they lost that black guy, Kobe White, there was that black guy with the long hair.
Him and Nikola Vucevic. Once they traded those two, I was like, oh yeah, no, okay, they're straight taken.
Once they lost Kobe White, I was like, you're done. It's over. Just get the fuck out. Just pack it up. Because if you factor in, the Bulls owners, they've been the same since Michael Jordan has been there. They're just cheap. They don't spend top dollar. They just do that thing of like, well, we're the Bulls. We have prestige. You want to play for us. That's the selling point because Michael Jordan gave them that kind of legacy. Well, and oh my God, Giannis is supposed to be out. He said he's not going to be out. He's going to play while injured. This guy's such a fucking weirdo. Like, Giannis is so cringe. Like, he'll be like, well, I'm going to be out, but I'm going to play. It's like, dude, you're on the Bucks. You're not going to win. The Bucks suck. Just, if you want to have any hope of ever winning, leave that fucking org. But he's essentially like top 5 best Buck player almost ever. So he knows they're going to cater to every single win he has. Who's going to want to go and play in Milwaukee? Guys, you remember where Milwaukee is? That's where Michael lives. That shit is cold as fuck up there. Who wants to go live in Michigan? Like, to factor in, the weather does kind of come into play with a lot of these guys' decision. Like, would you rather play in sunny California with crackheads or go up in Milwaukee where it's snowing and you're going to die from the winter? I don't know. You know? Brooklyn. Why is Brooklyn Nets still in New York? Leave. What? Because weren't they originally in New Jersey?
Yeah.
Guys, their team is bad. Nets suck. Michael Porter just needs to leave. Just because he won with the Nuggets like a few years ago. He's a champion. Leave. What are you doing there? Bro, just wasting his time. Michael, you want to talk about winning again, bro? Get off this team. Go be on literally Michael Porter Jr. could be like on the Heat or the Sixers and I would make them way better.
Just go to the other New York team.
Yeah, if he went to the Knicks, they'd be really, that would make them even almost better than what they are right now. You could go to fucking, go to anywhere, but why are you on the Nets though? I don't understand why he's there. Is he supposed to be like their franchise player where he's supposed to be like their main attraction? Cause like, I don't see this happening. The Wizards, well, you guys know the Wizards are just L's.
L14, they gave him 83 points to Bam.
Bam.
I don't know what's worse. The Wizards was a 14-game losing streak or the Pacers was a 15-game losing streak. Delete both of these fucking teams. Just delete the rest of their seasons.
Oh, because I wanted to bring it up with the Pacers. Because people said, well, they had to tank because they lost all their best players. The Celtics didn't. The Celtics lost like a few of their best players. One of them, their leg actually exploded. They're still good. There's no excuse. You just straight up just lose every single game because you have no good players.
And it was like, oh, we're letting everybody go. I'm like, oh, okay. That's what you're doing?
Like, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? And what is this thing about tanking where, no, you're only tanking because, keep in mind, I don't mind if a team tanks unless you have a long-term goal. Tanking is used as an excuse, so when you suck ass, you go, well, I'm just tanking. Some of these orgs have guys been tanking for years. You're not tanking anymore. You just kind of suck ass. Like, guys, Detroit wasn't tanking. They were just bad. The Pacers weren't just tanking. They're bad. The Hornets weren't just tanking. They're bad. Like, they wait for these first-round draft picks. They wait for these, other teams to trade you certain players and all that stuff. It's just one of these things where, like, tanking is an excuse for teams to, just basically just suck for a long time. But the excuse is tanking based off how the system is for the NBA currently. All right, the Western Conference. Let's see. All right, so Western Conference, OKC and Spurs are pretty much the best teams currently right now. The Nuggets lost a few key games. Lost one game. They lost to the Lakers. That was a very, very close game. That was a very, very, very close game. Them losing to the Lakers, I think last week, and other teams winning, knocked them down to 6th. There's a good chance because the Lakers beat the Nuggets and then the other two teams with the Rockets losing and the Wolves winning, the Lakers could end up facing the Nuggets in the first round. That's not going to be good for the Lakers. If you're a Laker fan, you want the Lakers to face like the Timberwolves or the Rockets. You can give the Lakers the Rockets in the first round. They can probably beat them, but they're at least going out in round 2 of the playoffs. Like, the Lakers for sure can't beat OKC or the Spurs. Guys, there was one night LeBron straight up didn't want to play against Wembanyama. Wembanyama himself put up 38 points by himself. They do not want to play against the Spurs. People said, would OKC be a better matchup? Kinda, but you're still at a massive disadvantage there, actually. Like, also, JJ Redick even said LeBron is going to be their third-string player where the plays go through. So he knows now that LeBron's not the priority. LeBron is not the guy that should be dictating how the pace of the game goes. You should have Luka and Austin Reeves doing that. Easy. Never give black men leadership, especially not LeBron, because that's bad. So, Kevin Durant's done with the Rockets. What is wrong with the Rockets, dude? Ever since they lost that one guy last year, I forgot his name. They lost that guy. I think it was his name. Yeah, they lost that one guy, but they got Kevin Durant, and they look somewhat worse.
Houston's always been a fraud alert. The issue with Houston is they got a bunch of young players, but they don't fit together. Reed Shepard's a good point guard, but they show it he's a lot of the Houston's issues. A lot of their best players are liabilities on defense. Alfred is a liability on defense. Now he fell off defensively.
I like Sengun. I think he's not that bad,
Reed
but he can't.
Is a great point guard, but he's a liability. He's too short. They just run around him on defense. Ahmed Thompson's good. Steven Adams is old. Frederick Fleet injured.
Isn't Steven Adams also injured? He's not in right now.
Tari Easton has fallen off a cliff defense. A lot of the players.
Jabari Smith is so bad. Jabari Smith is trash.
A lot of these players have fallen off a fucking cliff defensively. It's like, oh shit, we're old. Or we're just trash.
I praise Jalen Brunson. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Selective hearing for you guys. I praise people. You just don't remember me doing it. I literally just praised Wembyana. I literally just praised Con Knipple. What the hell? Kate Cunningham. Yeah. I'm sorry, Detroit. That was your best player. I'm not saying you're gonna lose. No, because praising Bronny is bad. Bronny's a horrible player. So, well, don't tell James that. James thinks Bronny's actually good. All right. I don't know, honestly. I think the Rockets are going out first round of the playoffs, whoever they face. I just don't think they're that good. The Nuggets, I do believe, are better than the Rockets, but the problem here with the Denver Nuggets is if what's his name? If Jamal Murray needs to have good nights. You can't just have Jokic. You can't just have Aaron Gordon. Jamal Murray could be a guy. He can easily almost drop 50 points in the game. If he has several bad nights in a row, they can't win. You need to have these three firing on all cylinders if Denver wants to win a championship again. That's not happening. If that's not happening, you're done. You can't win. Sorry. I don't think the team is bad. The team is actually not that bad. The problem here is they're very, very bad on offense, in my opinion. And I do believe in any given scenario they could make a comeback. Given they actually have very, very good runs in games when they're down, but you need Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray was out here running it some of these few games, just doing my dad sprinting, just out here just running it. And he can have that because that's one of your best players, though. Yeah. One of your best players cannot be doing that. Bro shot like 1 in 10 from the field one night. I'm like, no, you suck at ass. And don't be the Rockets. These guys are terrible in defense. There was a fourth quarter they shot like 3 for 10. I was like, Jesus Christ. The Suns are all right. Kind of maybe considered a dark horse if you have Dylan Brooks still, because Dylan Brooks, I heard he's out for a few games still, actually, right?
Yeah.
So they don't have a bad team.
Plus he got arrested recently.
Oh, a black guy getting arrested. God damn it.
He's Canadian.
Oh yeah, yep. He sounds like he's black though. He sounds like it though.
He likes being Canadian. That's
Chaz is like, we don't claim him.
Dude.
The Trailblazers are such. They're going out first round of playoffs. Get the fuck out. No, Clippers are like. I think the problem right now, the Warriors don't have Steph Curry. They're losing. Their games look very bad. They're 2-8.
The issue is this: Memphis can't catch them. Memphis is so fucking trash. Warriors is supposed to be stuck in that 10 seed. Like they were literally the 7th seed a few weeks ago. Like. Yeah, the Golden State is just going to sit right there.
It's going to end up being Boston, OKC in the finals. I'll be honest here. The teams, okay, so for the East, I think it's Pistons, Celtics, Knicks. Those are your three. West, you have OKC, Spurs, and any other team there. I think there's a chance for the finals to be either from the East. I can see the Celtics being the finals. I could see I don't know about because come on, I would have to see the Pistons in an actual best of series to see if they can handle being in the playoffs. So I could see the finals being like Boston versus like Spurs. Honestly,
Boston,
I could see it.
Yeah, I can see that.
I could see OKC against oh my god, OKC versus fucking hell, OKC against Boston. I think the only two, like the Knicks. The problem with the Knicks is they're very glass cannon-esque. Yeah. If they fall in a game, they don't really come back from behind very good.
They can, depending on how well the defense is.
Yeah. And they're not, as you pointed out, they're not good on defense. They're a fast-paced offensive shooting team. Keep in mind, do I think they can win the first round of the playoffs? Sure. They probably can win.
If the Knicks stay in the 3 seed, they will. If they get to the 2 seed, I am that 2 seed is nothing to fuck with.
Keep in mind, I think the Knicks have a roster where they could make the conference finals like last year. Actually, if they start feeling themselves and Jalen Brunson starts playing even better than he is right now, when Josh Hart and all those guys, I do believe they could make it to the conference finals like they did last year. Now, if they magically made it to the finals, I don't know if they're beating anyone from the West in the finals if they make the finals.
Spurs, yes. OKC, no.
I don't even mind Cat Thompson. I don't even mind him. It's just
Carlos
like
Towns.
Yeah. I don't even think I could logically think they could get to the finals, conference finals. But the thing is,
conference finals, yes, I think they could get there.
Actual finals, I don't think so. No, I don't know about that.
If they get to the finals, the only team I think they could beat out of the top 3 in the West is San. Matter of fact, as long as OKC don't get to the finals, I'm good. I think they can beat everybody else.
Knicks, I do believe, can at least go 7 games against the Spurs. I could believe the Knicks could go 7 games against the Lakers if they made it.
Yeah.
But keep in mind, they would have to face the Lakers in the finals since they're on your own side. So
OKC
each other. So, like, if the Knicks were to face the Hawks, do you think they win in 5? Yeah. Knicks in 4, Knicks in 5. Knicks face off against Raptors. You think they can win that against them?
Yeah. I think Knicks can beat any of the 4 through 6 teams. Even imagine. This is where I'm like, I do not want to. I know what the Knicks facing Charlotte. Charlotte get high at the right moment. I was like, oh, fuck.
That last game against the Cavaliers did not look good for them. Them facing the Cavs would be not good first round.
No, the Cavs got no injury. The Cavs are scary. My hope is Boston gets the 1 seed and Detroit falls to the 2 seed. I feel like we could go to Detroit and beat them. If King is injured, Cat got some of these zestiest, bro. I was like, this thing.
If they better not be playing Tyler Kolek in some of these big games, I don't know.
No, Tyler Kolek's not bad. It's just you gotta figure out what the fuck you want to do with him.
Mitchell Robinson too.
The issue is our bench is. I can see why Tim didn't want to use our bench last year, but he didn't develop them. We are developing our bench.
But you said it yourself. How can you develop trash? How can you develop these guys? How do you magically develop these guys?
I was like, fuck. Because I can see why Tim didn't develop them, but it ended up fucking us in the head. Hey.
Do you think, if Karl Anthony Towns gets injured in playoffs and he's out for some games, do you think Mitchell Robinson's good enough to pull it up through?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. Their team, because the thing is, if you're the Knicks, you don't want facing off against the Pistons would not be. I don't know if that'd be that good for them. You also have the Celtics, which they did beat them last year, so it's not impossible that they could win against the Celtics. It would just be like, can they win against this version of the Celtics? Because last year the Celtics they had a whole quarter, guys, where the Celtics just shot threes and missed every single one of them. Was the lowest 3-pointing shooting ever almost. I don't know why they kept shooting threes and dying by them, but that's what it is. All right, Western Conference. Like, if you're a Lakers fan and you've been sucking off LeBron like you've been sucking off BBC and you've been deep throating LeBron constantly, you're probably thinking like, if the Lakers face the Timberwolves or the Rockets, I can believe second round. They can make it second round. I don't think the Lakers make it out of second round, but you have to either face the Spurs or the Thunder or the Nuggets or the Suns. Suns and minus the last game against the Nuggets. Suns, Nuggets, Spurs, and Thunder handily beat them consistently. The only teams they can beat are these two. That's it. Unless Golden State, Clippers, or the Trailblazers knock those teams out, which I doubt's going to happen. Sorry, it's just I'm just being honest here. They can only beat these two, and you face the Nuggets in a 7-game series, they're probably going to win. Facing the Spurs 7-game series, going to win. OKC, they're going to win. The Suns outscore them, man hustle them constantly. Every time the Lakers play against the Clippers, for some reason they forget that they're the better LA team, which is not good. Because for some reason, LeBron just has some weird mental block against Kawhi Leonard for some reason. Just he's another darker black man than me. But that's it. Yeah. Any other things you want to say about NBA? Oh God, the Sacramento Kings suck. I'm sorry, you're bad.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then the Kings went. Well, Russell Westbrook is our leader. All right, just burn your whole org. What the fuck? Russell Westbrook is your leader for your team. Get out. Just get out.
Pack the whole team up.
Russell Westbrook is the type. Russell Westbrook is the type of black guy I would never want to be around. He talk fucking cringe.
It's not even that. It's like he's a family man now. I mean, he's cool back in the day. Remember, he kind of had that West Coast, twang to him. I was like, he's from Los Angeles. Oh shit. Okay. God damn it. Okay. Because some of these players used to throw up gang signs back in the day. I was like, oh, he Crip. Okay, gotcha. All right, cool. I stay the fuck away from him. Like,
yep.
Yeah.
Any other hot takes you guys got? Can give Chaz a raise? I already paid this man enough money. Oh, any Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon things you want to say before we head out?
The new $30 deck is worth it if you're considering playing Yu-Gi-Oh! The Sky Striker. I think all three of the decks in there are good. I think Mr. Rugi.
What's about that legendary modern deck with the Molcharmy reprint, right? Yeah.
What you do? You buy one, and then you buy 2 more copies of the Molcharmy hand trap, and you're all set. That's all you got to do. Buy one of the decks, and then 2 more copies of each Molcharmy card. It's like $7 each.
Okay. Also, there was another person who was like, he was posting these videos on Twitter, and he was like, I hate modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, but like, you're playing Dark Magician. But he was like, people were angry at me. Yeah, because I hate people like that. No attempt to get better, just complain and just, oh God, I hate people like that. Yu-Gi-Oh! Community is full of weirdos. Good Lord, I hate these people. And they don't shower too. Good Lord.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything else you want to say before we head out?
Nope.
That's it? Yeah, so we should have a show next week recapping the end of First Stand. But the NBA 2025-2026 season is going to be wrapping up here very soon, just like when I had sex with my wife. No, I'm just kidding. So, yeah, as for me, I should have my PC fixed very, very soon. And we show the show next week when we're going to be covering the end of First Stand, actually. So, yeah, thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Cloud9 Podcast, and we'll see you guys on the next one.